Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another VBX Familia Speaks video, and the next couple videos are all going to be request videos. You guys have been sending lots of requests in, which I thank you for, and so in today's video, I will be talking on Afro-Colombians. Afro-Colombians or Black Colombians are Colombians of African descent, and as of 2017, they make up 10.6% of the Colombian population, most of whom are concentrated on the Northwest Caribbean coast and the Pacific coast, in such departments as Choco, whose capital, Quibdó, is 95.3% Afro-Colombian. Colombia is considered to have the fourth largest Black or African descent population in the Western Hemisphere, following Haiti, Brazil, and the United States. Some people use the term moreno, meaning brown, or morocho, meaning dark, while others use the general gente de color, or colored people, to identify themselves and others. Some people may avoid all reference to color and instead use regional terms. In the Department of Choco in the Pacific region, Black people often refer to themselves as libres, or free people, a usage dating back to colonial times. The term costeño, meaning coastal dweller, is often used to imply Blackness, since many Afro-Colombians live in coastal regions. Africans first began coming as explorers in the first decade of the 16th century. By the 1520s, Africans were being imported into Colombia as slaves from places such as the Congo, Angola, Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, the Ivory Coast, Sierra Leone, Senegal, and Mali, to replace the rapidly declining Native American population. African slaves were forced to work in gold mines, on sugarcane plantations, cattle ranches, and large haciendas. Slaves that escaped established numerous colonies like San Basilio de Palenque, a small Black town in Cartagena. It was the first town in Colombia to secure their independence from the Spanish on May 12, 1851. In 2001, this day became known as Afro-Colombian Day, or Día de la Afro-Colombianidad, celebrating the abolition of slavery in Colombia. The women, known as palenqueras, dressed in colorful traditional African dresses while selling tropical fruits and other treats from a hand-woven basket on top of their head. They carried their food and recipes across various colonies, preserving their Afro-Caribbean and Afro-Colombian culture and traditions. After the abolition of slavery in 1851, the Colombian states promoted the ideology of mestizaje, or miscegenation. So in order to maintain their cultural traditions, many Africans and indigenous peoples went deep into the isolated jungles. Afro-Colombians and indigenous people were, and continue to be, the targets of the armed actors who want to displace them in order to take their lands for sugarcane plantations, for coffee and banana plantations, for mining and wood exploitation. In 1945, the Department of El Choco was created. It was the first predominantly African political administrative division. El Choco gave African people the possibility of building an African territorial identity and some autonomous decision-making power. In the 1970s, there was a major influx of Afro-Colombians into the urban areas in search of greater economic and social opportunities for their children. This led to an increase in the number of urban poor in the marginal areas of big cities like Cali, Medellin, and Bogotá. Most Afro-Colombians are currently living in urban areas. Afro-Colombians have heavily influenced the country's art, music, and customs. The most popular native songs or musical genres are characterized by an exchange of multiple, energetic, and progressive musical processes. The bambuco, cumbia, and porro, among others, are examples of typical folkloric musical genres that can be traced to have an African origin, descent, or are greatly influenced in the style. There is also evidence of Africa in other music genres. The word cumbia comes from the Bantu word kumbi, which means drums. Porro comes from a secret society in Western Africa. Bambuco has a format that resembles music from the Bambuco region in Senegal. Villancicos are musical adaptations of African chants. In vallenato, two of the rhythms have pronounced African influences. Some Colombian communities, such as Choco, Cartagena, San Andres, and Providence Islands, have large African-descended communities. Unlike most of the country, cultural mixing with native and European influences have been rare, and, especially in El Choco, music has changed little since being imported from West Africa. Providencia Island is also home to a type of folk music which is closely related to mento, a Jamaican folk form. However, it is the city of Cartagena and its champeta music which has been influenced by sucos, compas, zouk, and reggae dance music. Curulao is one of the most African-influenced styles in all of Colombia and has its roots among the Afro-Colombian Black people of the Pacific coast. In its most basic form, the curulao is played by a group of 4 musicians. Mapalé is a style of dance that was brought over by the slaves and representing the fishermen after a long day of work. Its name comes from the cathorpos mapale, which is a fish, when they are out of the water. The dance moves are compared with the agility and strength of those who are performing it. From the clothing to the precise moves of the hips and shoulders, the mapalé is deemed to be very sexual. The body movements during the dance are swiftly made to follow the beating of the drums and represent the fish out of the water, who are the men, while the women are the sea.
Colombia, en la costa de Colombia, flores muy bonitas, de una rueda de cumbia para cantar
Ever since Africans arrived to Colombia in the first decade of the 16th century, they have been considered a minority group by the Colombian government, which has exposed them to discrimination and inequality. Many advocacy groups, including the National Association of Displaced Afro-Colombians, AfroDis, as well as various Afro-Colombian activists, have come together to fight for this ethnic group's rights. Afro-Colombians continue to protest for their rights and demand equality between themselves and all non-Afro-Colombians in certain social aspects. Social issues concerning Afro-Colombians range from socio-political inequalities to physical violence and other forms of inequality or discrimination. Some notable Colombians of African descent include musician Joe Arroyo, Antonio Cervantes, boxing trainer and former 2-time world junior welterweight champion, baseball player Edgar Enrique Renteria, and scientist Dr. Raúl Cuero.
gente son bienvenidos al primer pueblo libre de América, San Basilio de Palenque, patrimonio oral e inmaterial de la humanidad. Somos afrodescendientes, somos procedentes del África, Guinea-Bissau más que todo, de diferentes partes del África occidental, Angola, el Congo, Senegal, de diferentes partes. En cuanto a Rima, muchas colonias europeas. Nosotros fuimos dispersados a diferentes partes de Europa, nos colocaban en venta. Nosotros fuimos enviados también a diferentes partes de Latinoamérica, ya sea como Brasil, Panamá, Venezuela. Hay una gran cantidad de hermanos afros. Digamos, nosotros, uno de los primeros puertos descubiertos en el Caribe colombiano, en Cartagena, Puerto Negrero, donde nos colocaban en ventas.
That was it for this video, guys. I hope that you all enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!